guys, my name is Koyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for Switch with the Japanese voices enabled, where in the last video we took out a couple more unique monsters, did more stuff, and I found out you don't need Triton in your party to soul hack, so that's good. So we'll just have a soul hacker in our party the entire time from now on. Anyways, we left off doing some side quests and finally ran out of them, so now we're doing what we do best, exploring and doing other stuff. And before we do that, while making sure to keep the main storyline up, I kind of misread the Thing of Time quests. Basically, yeah, just like before, there are points of no return where you can only do certain quest line parts once, so once you do those parts, you will miss side quests, so there might be a spot where we do other stuff. But anyway, we did change a lot of strategies, more specifically. Also, why are the rains going through the floor? Hey, are you seeing this? The rains have just gone through the floor. That is super weird. I think we need to check. Ah, that's what happened. We're gonna have to send Mio around the side corner here. Alright. I think we pulled some monsters down from below. Either way, some of our characters got stuck and they don't seem to like moving. So we're kind of just attacking stuff up here first. I think what happened is we accidentally pulled in some AoE stuff than what we needed to. So yeah, do a quick chain here to take this guy out. We probably don't need to do the smash strat though. Oh wait, we already have launch up, that's perfect, okay. We could just do an early smash at the end of this, I guess, and get some decent percent. We need to put up a couple of damage percent stuff. There we go. Alright. Alright, to make this go for the roof, let's smash it now. Just so we get our smash percent right now. Since we don't need to do it that high to still get these out. That still did a lot of XP boost, nice. Now we end the chain here. Alright, this should give us a good amount. Okay, that gave us a good amount of class points at the very least. That was really quick. Oh yeah, Tyon also kind of fell down. I think they might have teleported through the floor there. Somehow I pulled them through the floor there. The amount of glitches I've seen so far in this game, while they have been so, they seem to look really funny. Like, we literally pulled that guy through the floor there. That feels like the shenanigans you would see in like old World of Warcraft Classic. A similar thing can happen there. In fact, one thing I remember from World of Warcraft is if you're really high above an enemy, but they're directly above you. They could still hit you. They don't care about light in this. But anyway, not bad at all. We have to take those guys out, that way we couldn't get to the turtle otherwise. Set your data to your irises. Give it a look over for me. What's this? A map of the prison camp? We've got a good deal of info now. Let's go back to Kasame on Vizlog home. So now we have our topic available, so when we are able to do that, we can change to that. But yes, the Agnian troops were kind of blocking our path, so we had no way of changing that off. Okay, I should know the way around this. We don't... There's probably a way around that. We just have to do some shenanigans with jumping. Anyway. Actually, I don't think it's far enough ever. It's kind of nasty. Some RPGs have a lot of these kinds of items where they're literally just right in your place. Like, you know exactly where to go. You see clearly what you're supposed to do, but they're just slightly out of reach. There's always just like that, where it feels like you could grab it, but it's actually just outside of your reach. Okay, those are iron walls. We can't really go for them. Strangely enough, we could climb up partially up here, but not the other side. It's kind of silly. But makes sense. In case you're wondering why I'm playing Taion, I just think the Zodiac does the most damage, and maining a DPS class is probably better than maining something else. Yeah. By the way, a lot of the late game materials and other stuff can be kind of tricky to farm. You kind of just have to find them off of the other materials, and I'm also kind of running out of time to do those kinds of materials. Makes sense. The camp seems to be locked from the other side. Wonder how we find the spot connected to it. Anyways, it's time for the fun part of this video, which I think I might have mentioned to a couple of you. Yeah, we're doing some exploring, of course. We don't go, like, via the map and more stuff to not explore the map, at least a little bit. Of course, we're going to try and explore this. There's so many darn places to explore on this map that it'll probably take at least minutes to explore all this stuff normally. So our idea is we're basically just gonna go to any landmass we think can be stead on and just kind of go for there. We'll start by looking to the spot just a little left of the prison camp, which should be around here. So this is like quote-unquote the front base of operations, where you could maybe go in. And, alright, looks like there is a surface out here. So this is the other spot we could have potentially gone. It also might be a landmark too, which means it could be a dock location. So, we'll go in here briefly. Sure enough, it is a harbor. If we teleport to that location, we'll go straight to another landmark. Now, as with many exploring locations, there's going to be hidden items like treasure chest and other stuff, and uniques, and the only way to get no pawn coins and other stuff is through this extra stuff, and some of these will even have hidden items, so of course we're going to explore around, get every single item, every Now, some monsters do have auto portal radiuses, even with even if you are underleveled, the Agni and Heavesy troops are just one of many of those enemies, because, well, we're kind of wanted by both the Heavesy and the Ignis, so it makes sense that if they saw us, they would just get into us. It makes sense. But other than that, though, it really is nothing much else. Just a tiny bit of extra exploring. Maybe finding some monsters here. These bases also serve as a good spot to find certain characters that fail to see elsewhere. Also, we can start fighting Pharises more frequently here. Not gonna lie though, I do really like this build that has been set up on by automatically with the selector. It's just a bunch of AoEs, which is nice because if we have a strong enough power with it, we can just use that. I just wanted to break past that first item. Ooh. Oh, this is the... this is one of those special battles. This is one of those special part area battles where the moment you get into here, it locks you into a trap where you're basically forced to fight all the enemies or die. Yeah. Well, obviously you're gonna try not to do the other option. Try to do the option where we win. Notice, this is like, this ended up being like a 12-wave battle. Something tells me we're supposed to actually go here for the storyline, but how would I have had any idea of that? Oh, we got days instead of one. In a little while, though, I can set up my own shuffle. Dude, that died so fast I gave and jets to do the same. Skill Bastard, which means that's probably a rank 10 now. Oh wait, no. That's because, there's... Alright. Oh, we could just open this random door, So I imagine this actually wasn't in an area set up. I imagine this was actually just a completely alternate route to the prison camp that I mentioned earlier. So I guess there's technically two ways to enter in here. You could either waltz in and basically go into a bunch of fights, which we're probably gonna end up doing anyways, because remember, one of our rules is we have to explore all the different areas, which in turn requires going here. So it seems this way is just a little bit different, basically forcing us to fight a bunch of monsters. Just slowly make our way over. And also, this door we're probably not supposed to be able to ever get through. Yeah, that's right. This is one of those where you have to drop down here, enter into a secret area, and apparently that also leads to a secret action point. So, you know my curiosity. Of course we're going to explore this spot first. No barrier on this one this time, so we can skip this guy if we wanted to. We kind of need all the class points we can get right now. We're kind of running out of time to grind all the classes to rank 10, so eventually we're gonna just have to... Alright.
Oh, 珍しいものがあったぜ。
Oh wow, there's so many different checkpoints in this area. It's hard to know exactly where like, you're supposed to go in this part, but this is like the break in and enter strat, where basically if you have a really high level, you could just, instead of going that secret route to get into the information, you could just break in through this main gateway, like the way's business here. Ah, frick, we're too far into skip now. We have to continue going here. Sneak around those other enemies and head into this area over here. Oh, okay, that took a little while, but just like before, the ladder bug allows us to just skip those enemies altogether. And, ooh, we get an item from this random chest area called the Gate Key, which means it's probably neat. Yeah. Imagine we needed this to get to the other spot. Okay, so this is the other... So I was right in that there are actually two alternate ways to get in the area. So I guess they were correct. There was the main entrance area, where we draw a lot of attention to ourselves, which, well, we're already Orbos, so we already kind of have a lot of attention to ourselves, so we're gonna get attacked regardless. But this one pretty much semi-forces you into some battles with some Agnian soldiers, with some random checkpoints hidden throughout, which are basically barrier spots. That first one being one of the many where we're actually forced to win. In case you're wondering, any time a battle has a big circle that it locks you down in, you straight up have to fight the enemies there. On top of that, of course, Agnian soldiers have a hidden mechanic of their own. This is probably a little bit much for us. Here we go. By the way, I did do the Signify trick, and it actually worked better than I thought. I guess I didn't really check, but yeah, our other classes are finally unlocked Signifier. Unfortunately, most of them seem to be ranked with them, so that means they might not have as good of a set as ours, but it's fine, honestly. There's lots of enemies here, so we're gonna try and take them out one at a time with chains if we can. Start with Cena just so we can get this topple going on them. The launch does take precedence here, so they won't actually get smashed even if Lance uses the sash himself. Perfect, so we can set up our first many loot tracks where we get our... Oh yeah, that's right. Alright. Cool. Gave us a good bravo there. It took a long time to set up though. Perfect though. We accomplished our main goal, which was just to kill him. That was just end ditching early. Not really any point continuing on 300%. Especially a multi-battle like this. I need to duck. I do like these ways out of these ways occasionally. Yep, it was definitely has some very nice tries. So it's a big surprise. Ooh, that smash completely wrecked that one. Just shows you how good that sash is. Let's be honest, we probably needed to destroy him anyways. I think I did that right as everyone came out. Also, I think we gave some of the multiplier damage from chains, because I swear that was a lot more damage than before. But yeah, classic Asian soldiers here. So, in case you're wondering, guys, remember what I mentioned before Xenoblade 2, where, yeah, you can skip the counters and turn on passive combat if you want, but there are some monsters that would still aggro onto you anyways, even if you're playing with like a reduced level. Well, Fintasy and Agnian soldiers are those main enemy types, in addition to quest mobs and the usual stats like unique monsters and all that stuff. They will always see you, so you still have to avoid them normally. Also, we did get some new items from the Pharisees. I don't think we've seen that drop yet. Anyway, there's lots of hidden little secrets around areas, like chests and all that stuff, and hidden gateways to go through. So this is pretty much... So, I'm glad I explored this. This is basically the alternative route that you could have took to get through here, and it essentially has you battling a lot of monsters all at once. There we go. This is like a cone attack thing. May as well get this high E for while we're here. It'll take forever to get otherwise. Okay, alright, so you can get more than 99. Okay, well, let's determine that we don't need to worry about going over. It's kind of dumb that they put a 99 ether requirement on that previous one. Okay, yeah, that's permalock, so you have to go around that cheesy way. Or you can go around it through this secret area altogether. It's crazy how many different ways you can get up this. This is actually a good secret path too, because if you were to want to avoid monster battles, you can just kind of stealth your way through this area, and it would avoid that AoE encounter that I mentioned earlier, which you might have saw already, which had us fight a bunch of monsters just to open one gate. Oh, I just realized you can't actually do that, never mind. You can't go up here without this ladder, but still it's a nice alternative option, I guess. Oh, we can't actually skip this, I just realized. I went to do the skip thing, I couldn't even skip this. So, confirmed, have to watch that animation. Alright, so that was the first of the secret areas explored. Now let's start exploring around the edges of the map and kind of trying to work our way inward. Alright, let's go over to this area next. This looks interesting. What's in here? Some like high level 60 monsters. I'll be excited to at least get a landmark, maybe a location as well. But yeah. In case you're wondering, nothing out of the ordinary here, just good old normal Wayfarer stuff. Spittle thinks he can get away, we're not going to do that. So just like before, the Piptos have lots of evasion. Wait for him to do the dancer out first. There we go. Okay, we do get a golden opal coin for defeating that one. Good to know. So yeah, the Piptos are kind of some of the rare enemies where sometimes they won't be rare, but most of the times they'll just be incredibly rare. That's weird. This area had level 65, and then we move only a few feet over, and we just have a bunch of QZ troops instead. Oh, great. It's another one of those stupid learn ceremonies again. If anybody remembers, that enemy nearly completely shredded us the last time we tried to do a playthrough like this. The Gastrates. This is a weaker version of it, but it is still higher level than us, which means it's still probably going to be a problem. But it's probably not going to... It might not be significant. It might be significantly weaker than that unique, but it does still have its annoying abilities. Okay, so entry charge is just a buff, but it has some nasty AoEs that will very much destroy us. That heat injection is the worst part of the whole thing. Of course, this time we have a few more healing, specifically with the regenerative circles. I'll help out a bit more. I'm gonna cancel out of that right away. Oh, there's a Erasure Buster. Avoided. Okay, good. Having 3 healers does help out a little bit with the damage, because like I said, this game is just out. It tends to melee damage for us Big, massive boy. It's kind of weird because the enemies around the area are only 50 to 52, but the Gastrates itself is like level 50 plus. Also, I will never know why, also, they can't serve, right? So we'll just go into the wall. Yeah, okay, going into the water removes that threat, and then we could just run away. Oh, jeez, that was unnecessarily rough. I was trying to avoid all of those enemies, and I bullied them instead. Trying to sneak in between these enemies can be kind of difficult sometimes. Except for that, there's some nice chests hidden here, or that could only be gotten here. Just missed that setup, but this is only a 51, so we'll take it out instead. If anything, we need more Eggnest stuff right now in this PG, so we're probably gonna kill everything here again to get as much stuff as we can. Now there are some areas that you could only return to once. Having multiple different buffs to share also means we can get a lot more of them more consistently, which is nice. Yeah, that was mostly for this chest here, in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy, we explored this whole base-like area, and not a single landmark. Not gonna lie, don't ask one bit. Exploring a whole base-like area that feels like it should be a landmark. And they're from who knows where. Stratify, they're gonna run away. Oh, it's one of those Ether Spears again. Actually, ignore that one for now. Now we're trying to find a stupid landmark here. No, I wish the game would actually be a bit more kinder with these kind of landmark placements. Like, there should be at least location, landmark, then location, landmark. But for some reason, they just don't care about this one area. It's like this doesn't even exist. Like, why go here all the long way to not find the landmark? It just doesn't make sense. We could do the water trip with these guys if we really want to, although we don't need to at this point. So yeah, newsflash, land monsters cannot swim underwater, so if we just run them into, they will be able to run. Also, I just realized I am actually available, so I'm kind of joking. Of course I'm gonna fight these guys. Can't just, ignore it, per se. I just wanted to get the other zones around it first. Yeah. If only this island had a name, then it would be a bit more sensible, but for some reason, they don't have... It's so strange for it to not have a name. Alright. Alright, let's kill the lower elf one first. There we go. Woo! Okay, that actually gave us some decent experience and a decent amount of quest points to say. You don't need to. Whoa, that's like right in our immediate area. But I think that's on the level 70 area last I checked, so we're gonna be ignoring that, obviously. And I'm not saying this like in a mean way, it's just... I just think it doesn't make sense why an area that seems very massive doesn't have a landmark. It just doesn't make sense. Also, we do need these Centaurus. I actually did find this out the long way. We do need Centaurus items as part of an achievement thing. We'll probably end up just farming them as meat later, since it's probably easier to do, but since there's one here, now if you do need more of those other items, you could just always do some farming in the other areas. Also, I just realized the level system isn't just there for like, you have to do this in between. It's just that initially you could do some later level gems, but you need some ultra pure gemstones first, so the other levels are mostly there to verify stamina. But the big thing is, if you actually are able to make a higher level gemstone, you can just skip some levels altogether. So I imagine for speedrunners, you just ignore the early gems altogether. Except for some specific ones that are quite storyline, 100%, you can just get all of the tier 10 gems, and it'll act as if you had already gotten the tier gems. But we're building them in order just to have fun, I guess. Okay, we got a chance to chain, let's use that. We're just using you, then delaying the chain by, well, not delaying the chain, but like finishing your, and then maybe using Cena on the next attempt should get us an overkill easily. Ideally, you just get Cena on the next high tier, but they might not. Nope, of course not. We'll do you because you have DPS art. It's not gonna really matter what we do because we're gonna get an overkill anyway. See, look, I was right. So just using Cena there instantly gave us 350% kill bonus. So we'll just take it as it is. Wow, I like how that monster was no different than the normal enemy. And we overkilled it, and we got pretty much just as much class points as we would have gotten farming a differ on. That was really effective. Okay, there's a skirmish. We're gonna do this one. You can actually choose to... Oh. Ooh. Did we already do this one? It looks like we might have already done this one from a different spot. Yeah, we did. Oh, wait! This is Lavi Sandbar, that's right. I think we already explored this in a previous video, and that's why the landmark didn't come out. That was weird. Like, I swear, I was wondering what was happening. Okay, we've never actually faced Vogels before, so... Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna take out this big giant bird. A bird doesn't randomly seek up on us and get away with so we're gonna fight it now. They're basically like an alternate version of... What's that? Okay, that launches characters. Launch is a really devastating status, even if you don't get insta-smashed from it. Also, that just did a lot of damage. That's basically an OKO for our DPS character. And that's gonna be great. Keepers. You've been surviving a short version of this is kind of tricky at the moment. Alright. Yeah, so this type just has tons of status effects. It didn't have an effect because it landed into the other enemies. Quick, let's do this chain right now before we get the Stratosphere launched it to death. That would have been really bad if we let that go off. Good. And we got a topple to interrupt that art. So that was more like a cancel safety arc than anything really. We didn't have to use this to do a lot of damage. We could have just skipped this thing altogether. But we did it anyways because, well, no way I was going to let him use that art again. Since he's so tough, we'll probably need to do the smash trick against him. Which, by the way, is a little bit RNG. I forgot to mention that it does require that not only somebody gets a lunge at least once during the battle, but you also need to... lunch. Lunch with Cena here. Galactic fight. I like Galactic fight resets your chain meter, allowing you to get more chances of getting the characters you actually want to see in the chain. Like no one and all that stuff. Right. Woo! That did a lot of damage on its own. This square was being mean to me. We are gonna at least do, not necessarily a super fast or slow chain, but we are going to do one that uses our stuff. Let's just go straight to you. Multiply our damage this does. Go straight for this. No, we don't need to go for these extra arts, but this is really all just a setup so we can have as much damage as we can. And now for the true overkill part. We're gonna smash now. Boom. Million damage or something. So, if anybody wonders how to do chain attacks, just getting a launch set up during it, and then smashing near the very end of your chain attack is the best way to do the most damage in a chain attack. So if you're wondering how to XP farm, this overkill method is how you're going to get it done the best way. Just like that, we did 2 million damage in a single chain attack there. I could have been even better if we had gone for the extra arts, but I intentionally delayed it because I want to not make this video take forever. Anyway, we still did get a level up there, which is nice. Considering the enemy was 2 levels above us, it made sense that we would get a level up from that. Otherwise, what's done is done, and now the exploring continues even more. Oh, great. Another Ether Sphere. Well, looks like we're getting into a fight again. Oh, one thing I am gonna try and do a bit more of is use our buffs with all of our characters. Since a couple of characters could get circles, we want to try to use them if we can. Dude, I messed up so fast for some reason in spot I didn't say. It's just weird. But yeah. Now you get to see the actual switch trick stuff. And I will be probably switching to certain healers to make sure they're deploying their abilities. I'm not necessarily going to be maining them, but I am going to be switching to them. more regularly just to make sure they're deploying their circles, because their circles are so important, because that's how they get their talent arts in the first place. Without that, they'd be really bad. And yeah, the AI is notoriously bad at doing that, so that's the main reason why I'm doing this. All these Retnos just egging up on the sand here. Not gonna take them out, of course. Just interested really in exploring this area, I think. Alright, finally a landmark. What, we've gotten this, like, whole place just to find one landmark? Finally? Sheepers. If an area this big is like no landmarks, what? Alright, then this is kind of dumb, going out this long way only to find some other stuff. Of course, there have been some useful reasons that coming here actually did help out with. One of them being we found a good amount of treasure, we found some other treasure stuff, and we defeated a couple uniques that did give us a couple of levels and some other stuff. So it was decent. Hello, Serpent. We actually do need you for material, so I think we are to kill you around the spot. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, no, that's not the Serpent enemy. The Serpent enemy is the you flipped my face, you know what? You pop right in my face. I have to take them out. Nice combo there. This is kind of the cool stuff you can do with this game. Alright, here we go. Damn, okay, that was quick. Big Bird's back again. Is he unique this time, or is it just... No, it's just normal. We'll try and escape it this time, trying to go this side. We've only defeated it once to see what materials it drops. Of course. By the way, gosh dang, there's so many spots all over the area. Look at all the monsters that just come out of thin air. I'm gonna nickname this the Desert of Burrowing Enemies. Because it seems like everywhere we go, there's a burrowing... Every few steps we go, there's a burrowing enemy that gets in our way. Hey, is it what I think it is? Yep. There's a Piranhas Hawk. Well, what do we have here? A Piranhas Hawk. So that's why it was taking forever to get stuff done. So it turns out there's a Hulk in the middle of all this stuff, so... Well, yeah, you guessed it. We're gonna, of course, have to kill everything inside first. Our DPS will start to do a lot of damage here, thanks to those beautiful crystals. We only need to kill like 5 of them to get a permanent 250% damage increase. The trick I am gonna do here, actually... Oh, I didn't even need to do it, the monsters just hold on their own, actually. Anyways. Weaker travel before killing this Asrar. This is a little risky because we are getting a lot of stuff done, but it's fine because you'll see in a minute what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to build our 250% damage multiplier up a lot. Wow, that was a lot. That one build, he did a lot of damage. Do a little bit of a attack thing first. Oh, okay, good. We sniped that guy from like 15 feet across the map. Here we go. Okay, even if we didn't chain, that's a cool way to kill them. And in a matter of instance, we've already cleared out a decent amount of the enemies here. Gonna take these guys out next. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Go. Pull in this S-bar. I'd actually prefer that it stay there, because then I could pull in that other pack as well when I'm done. I'll have to do it when I'm close to killing them though. If anybody wonders how to speed clear a whole camp with the help of that effect, well, this is how you do it. I actually have a good enough chain power where we'll finish off this one with the chain. I got super unlucky here. We didn't get either Noah or Cena at the start. You want to get them at the start because, like I said, they do the most damage, so not having them at the start is really bad, typically, for doing good chain percent. But that's just the way this game rolls sometimes. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you do not. With a really awful pattern, we might not even see our hero included at all, and I didn't even realize that until later. Having a hero included in the chain is really rough. Yeah, we might just have to smash early, which is not good. Okay, we got Cena, at least, so that's not terrible anymore. Whatever, we're gonna do the 1% chain. What I mean by that is we're gonna use you first to give everyone a boost, and then just use both our heroes here. To ensure we get to 150%. I'll ensure that when we do get this overkill, it's at least decent, and then we'll just smash now. Bam. Since the smash itself killed, it did not count as overkill percent, but Bombshell should more than destroy him. There we go. Got a good percent. We're done here. Alright. And now, hopefully, our buff with the thing that I mentioned earlier, the cracked crystal, should be matched. So, if everything works correctly, our melee attackers are going to be doing 50% damage. 250% damage for basically the rest of the battle. So yeah. See, completely wreck this pack in a matter of minutes, and then all we need to do now is use our Orboses to finish them off. Bam, we just shut that thing with a massive big cannon. Four of those. And just like that, we are done. Anyways, I am going to finish this off and then probably just end the episode here, because this does count as a landmark, so I do want to get this, considering we went this long without a landmark. We'll get a rest joint here as well, which is convenient. Alright. There we go. 30 Evo cylinders later, we are good. There we go. Nice auto balancer. You could always use another one of those. Alright, sad to say, I'm not going to take a look. We're not going to take a look at what we're going to do with Victorian in this rest of this video, because, well, yeah, we're ending this one right here. Still, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, enjoy, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.